Anytime between like 8:30 and 9 is on time usually. And since Omni's never here, the OPT doesn't start. It doesn't extend. So it's what it is.
I'm only down with OPT like half the year.
That's a nice T-shirt, Letterkenny.
The Letterkenny Irish, hell yeah!
Nice.
Is like every single shirt you own just something you saw on the internet and bought?
Lately, yeah.
I don't think that's lately. I think
it's certainly not something it would certainly never be something I saw in the store and bought.
Because you go out shopping like you do.
Yeah, because like you know what a clothes horse I am. I just gotta go down to the mall every day and see what's new at
Hot Topic.
Yeah, Hot Topic.
I used to have a couple shirts from Hot Topic, and even you ever remember those Jenko jeans, the ones where you could like legit like stick a 12 gauge shotgun in the back pocket and it wouldn't stick out the top.
No.
You should look those up.
I wasn't in that demographic.
My butt's not shaped that way. I'm not sure.
No, the whole thing about them was I actually had to get a wallet with a chain on. Otherwise, I'd like bend over backwards, like reach clear down to my calf to grab my wallet out of my back pocket.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely those
saggy jeans.
Blunder years.
That was that year when bell bottoms came back for a minute.
Yeah, they weren't. I wasn't sagging them. They were just stupidly designed.
I went through the Army BDU phase of high school, and the spiked hair almost culminating in a faux hawk phase, but never the saggy jeans phase.
My mom wouldn't let me have a mohawk either.
Yeah, my mother actually hated it when I cut my hair because she liked my hair long, so I always cut my hair. I had to be rebellious.
Harder to grab onto that way.
I had hair down to the middle of my back one time. I just quit going.
I was gonna say now it's just all over the back, right?
Yeah, it's a sweater and it's
multiplied.
Yeah, it's coming out my nose.
Oh, Jesus, what the hell is that all about? Like,
fuck, I don't know, dude. It disappears from your head and sprouts out of your fucking ears and your nose.
It's like a defense mechanism that's there to like screen all the crap out of your nose that you don't want in there, like bugs and stuff.
Where was
it when I was actually outside doing shit? You know,
exactly.
It was there, just wasn't as prolific.
I wasn't quite an adult back then.
I just gotta sit on the couch every week and yank nose hairs out of my nose.
That's why you have those little trimmer things. They just stick in.
Yeah, it's called a set of pliers.
Yeah,
I got a Swiss Army knife. I got a Swiss Army knife on my bedpost for two reasons: one, toothpick; two, fucking nose hair pliers and ear hair pliers.
It's like a game. You sit there and see how you can almost not make yourself cry. You know,
it doesn't hurt anymore. It doesn't hurt anymore.
Doesn't hurt anymore.
I wonder if you could do that laser shit in your nose hairs.
I'm sure you could. I mean, they do it to people's buttholes and the JJs, and so I'm sure. Yeah,
you could probably make a thing that you sell. Just stick up your nose and it fires the laser in there. And
that couldn't turn out bad at all.
It's called a Bic lighter. Oh shit!
It worked.
Well, that smells like branding day.
Nice. Oh, and on that note, since it stinks,
do us one of them TV shows.
Welcome to Gunnit Live 141.
Oh yes, the famous
title, yes, Remington Pump Action Game Master.
We had to really fucking stretch for that one because I had never heard of it before that.
Well, I put the YouTube videos, the Starlifter, because I actually kind of somewhat remember it as being a very shitty plane.
Oh, really?
They weren't that great, I don't think. I could be wrong.
Is McCarty 151? I was off by 10. All right.
What'd you say, bud?
Bacardi 151.
Bacardi 141.
Oh, 150.
That would be.
It could be 141. You just you take a pull out of it and top it off with water.
It's 141 in Utah.
Oh,
I'm kidding. I didn't near beer.
I didn't think they had alcohol in Utah.
Well, not at the liquor store. You certainly wouldn't. I mean, yeah.
Our show did not get sticky for some reason.
Oh, that's why I didn't stick it.
There's a joke about.
Those are all manual.
Well, we have our 2 allotment used already, right?
Yeah, I usually pull one of them just for our show.
Yeah, I mean, for important shit like our show.
Our audience
is
not gonna find it.
Yeah, I know. It's usually I either got to remove the politics thread or the what should I buy Wednesday for a little bit.
What should I buy Wednesday's already over. So
I need to look at the CSS to figure out how to get a tab on the top for the mega threads of the day, because there's ones for Monday and the politics, but there isn't one for Wednesday or Friday.
Well, clearly Wednesday and Friday are far less important.
Well, what should I buy Wednesday? And thick-headed Thursday, actually, and then Friday buy day, so I could use one for every day of the week except for Tuesday. So I don't know who set that up, and I haven't really looked into it much, but
I didn't even know that's there because I'm on mobile so much, but it's a separate tab just for that stuff.
No, it's just at the top. There's like, before you start scrolling into
like a header.
Yeah, there'll be a hot link. You can just click that and it'll take you, even though it's sticky at the top of the fucking thread, so you should see it anyways.
Right. I think something's broken at the moment because that's not showing up at all on. Am I on old? Hang on, I'm not on old.
I'm on old, and I can see it.
Yeah, I can see it. How can you not tell you're not on old Reddit? I mean, new Reddit's just terrible.
Yeah.
No, I mean, no. Well, I was on www and it was showing the old style sheet, but it wasn't old.reddit.com. So I've noticed differences on my phone lately that way.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's not showing up on Chrome properly. There's no coloration in the rules either. I'll take a look at it later.
Yeah, everything's all fucky.
I don't have show this subreddit's theme turned on like a moron. Apparently I clicked a checkbox at some point.
That'll do it.
So
that is a reoccurring thing, though. Everybody says, "Oh, I didn't see it in sidebar." I'm like, "Well, bullshit. It's been there, like, longer than I've been here."
Yeah.
Certain rules, but whatever. People are dumb.
Well, Reddit's certainly not making it easy by fucking bifurcating the fucking viewership or subscribers by 3 to.
I understand the mobile, but there's no reason for the new stuff. Well, the reason is obviously advertising.
I don't understand mobile. I mean, I have an Android phone, so maybe I'm fucking weird or something. But every mobile website I go to, you can't pinch zoom fucking photos because it's a mobile fucking website. So you got to go to the fucking desktop version of the site so you can fucking pinch zoom a photo. Like,
right.
Am I missing something? That's like the big feature of all mobile phones. And the app is like, if you're using Reddit on an app, you're an idiot. Sorry.
Reddit is fun and works pretty good. I've used that the whole time I've been on Reddit.
Right,
yeah, but most of those mobile apps, a lot of those mobile apps are like Cordova. They're not actually native apps.
Yeah.
Writing mobile native apps is really fucking hard.
It's just basically a website fucker.
Yeah, it's kind of a website, reactive or responsive website.
Right.
Which I hate.
Yeah, look, the picture moves when you scroll. Like now, none of the shit you want to find out is visible on the page ever. And fuck you.
Gunbrokers, like their mobile app, it drives me nuts.
The only thing I use their mobile app for is the notifications to know when to bid on something when I'm not at home.
Yeah, and then I still fucking forget.
Yeah.
I have to set alarms because they send you that notification like 4 hours ahead of time. Who has the attention span to actually wait 4 hours and then go remember to bid on it?
Yeah.
Nobody.
That's like 3 hours and 45 minutes too long.
Especially
like I literally
when people
set
start
my
15 minutes.
Yeah, I set my alarm for 15 minutes for that auction ends because if I do it like even 20 minutes, I'll be like 3 minutes later, I'll be wandering off doing something.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go microwave some popcorn real fast, and then I'll be right back. And then
Fuck the
next,
auction's over. God damn it.
next thing you know, you're changing your
2
fucking
hours
oil.
later.
You're doing oil change in your car, and you're like, "What the oh shit? God damn it! Lost another freakish 80s, 90s fucking."
I missed a
AWP
fucking
gun.
good deal on a gun the other day, like a week ago, because of that. I'm like, God damn it. I even set the alarm, and then the alarm went off, and I was like, okay. I was at work. I was like, all right, I got to do this other thing for like 2 minutes, and it never got back to it. Forgot.
What gun was it?
Yeah,
Or was it some
an old-
Kapracek ammo?
No, yeah. It was a obscure 32, an older obscure 32, kind of a 1900 FN 1900 knockoff. So.
Yeah.
It's in really nice shape though, and it went for not much money, which pisses me off. Because I usually do the opposite, pay too much. How about that Kropatschek ammo, huh?
We'll get it sometime. Probably about the same time you get the HMG.
He's got 3 of his.
Can I get a
best guys
status
on it
update?
right
Working on it.
Yeah. After
I know
a
this
week.
guy's like 82 years old, right? I mean, you could just see him like, God damn emails, son of! I told you I'd ship it to you in a week, a month and a half ago. What's wrong with you?
Because you already paid for it, right?
Oh yeah, in July.
How much was it a round?
It was like $3 a round.
It's pretty.
Because
getting up there for.
It was the only source of it. So that and 310 Cadet are both in the $3 a round range.
I wonder how hard it would be to set up to make that.
I looked it up. It's 348 Winchester, neck down and blown out, and it's rimmed. So I think it's 348 Winchester.
Yeah, you have to put it on a lathe, and it's got
modify the rim.
The rim is it's got the bolt face is like dished.
Oh Jesus.
Yeah.
Still though.
Yeah, I mean it's not impossible, right? This guy's doing it. So
I wonder if you could like mold something
Very
like that out of
fucking slow, though.
brass.
So I wonder what the market is for. Like how many of those do you think there are people shoot? People aren't shooting them obviously because the one guy who makes ammo for him is a douche nozzle. But
he's not a douche nozzle. He's just old and dirt and slow.
No, he's okay. He's exactly like me. He doesn't fucking do anything unless he really fucking has to or whatever. And
well, it's SCAD custom cartridge. That's who the guy is.
Right.
I mean, they have a big website with lots of stuff on it. So, I mean, if you're making 100 pieces, like I bought 100 rounds, which, in retrospect, I guess I should have bought 200 because, I might never get them ever again. But
at least you have the brass to start with. You could probably get a die made, maybe.
Where I was going to go with that was I was watching NYC CNC on YouTube. It's a CNC channel, and they built a custom lathe to make this plastic part. They ended up at injection molding anyway, but like they just took a clear path servo or two and some off-the-shelf hardware and some aluminum, made a lathe that was going to be dedicated to that one task of converting, taking plastic bar stock and making round parts out of it, right? So at $3 a round, it seems like if it's just a matter of trimming a rim to fit a thing, that you could make a lathe like that sits on somebody's desktop like a 3D printer, and it has, and you write some G code for and make some tooling perhaps for these particular parts, and so like you maybe have the recipe for 300 different obscure fucking bullshit cartridges out there. And sorry, your cartridge isn't bullshit, sir. I admire that.
No, it is a lot of
but like
bullshit.
It's like instead of like sitting at a manual lathe all day and putting exactly the right chamfer on the back of a cartridge rim so that somebody can fire form some brass, seems like CNC would be a good application for that, or a 3D printer,
or I mean, you could probably modify a case trimmer to do that, right?
Sure. Oh yeah, or an even simpler manual
the ass end
dedicated to the task. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the Harbor Freight mini chop saw for 300 blackout brass. Yeah.
I got one of those.
Did you? So I bought one too. It's in a box still. But if I ever want to make another batch of 300 blackout brass, I can fucking do it
quickly.
But anyway, the fireforming part's not too scary if you hand load it all. I assume you do, but
Well, we fireformed the one that I bought at the Maryland show last year.
Yeah,
because it didn't fit the fucking chamber at all.
Yeah. Well, it's rimmed. It doesn't matter if it fits the chamber or not.
Yeah, it kind of does.
Yeah,
It comes out looking like a Coke bottle.
Yeah, it doesn't matter very much. The thin part of the brass blows out, and boom, you're done.
Fucking wordy, like kaboom.
I'll do it. Well, it's rimmed. I mean, it's not dangerous. No, it literally isn't dangerous. It's rimmed.
Okay.
So
if you take like a 4570 case and fill it up with like unique.
That's fill it with unique. Well, I mean, I wouldn't. I maybe put a gob of spit in the for a bullet there, so to be sure that there's plenty of room for gas to escape. But it might work.
Once.
I mean, it's ripped. I mean, come on,
spectacularly.
It's unique. It's supposed to work everywhere.
Yes, that's what makes it so unique,
especially in pistols, right?
But I have one of those old Remington rolling block. Well, I have two, but the old one I used to shoot. It's 7mm Mauser, basically 7x57, but the fucking chamber is generous as fuck. And 6.5x55 Swede is slightly bigger base diameters, right? So I'm like, I fireformed some cases of 6.5 Swede for that, which is not easy because there's no rim on that. And anyway, fun science experiments in that with ammo when you got nothing better to do.
Mm-hmm.
So you have a 7 Swede.
Yes, there's a few. The net comes up short because it's 2mm shorter than the other stuff, but that doesn't matter either, really. So,
gotcha.
Just see to the same depth and crimp different.
You're not jamming the lead on that one.
No,
trying to extract that last ounce accuracy
nope.
off the 24-pound trigger pull.
You pretty much don't have to resize the cases at all because it's a single shot, and little neck bump, and boom, you're done.
I was gonna say somebody in the live chat saw your box behind you and wants to see the BRN10.
Oh,
if it's handy.
I think it's handy. A modified BRN10.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it's right there.
Died.
Oh, yeah. Died.
Oh yeah.
Died for my sins.
Boiled for your sins, Raman.
Yeah.
I wonder how well that would take other colors. So if you would have like put some red in there, green, it would have came out different.
There you go. BRN10. I don't know what you want to see, but
all I see is a black screen.
Yeah, your mic went out, or your camera went out.
Camera went out?
Yeah, for a second.
Your slide showing.
I can see it on my end.
Yeah, I think you're 3
You have better bandwidth on your end.
Oh, yes, I do have better bandwidth on my end. Sorry, there you go. Darker, compared it to Wordies, and the consensus seemed to be that this was a nicer color than the one that comes from the factory. So
apparently Brownells now has heat shields you can buy for the handguards, put them in if you deem that necessary.
I heard that, but when I go to their website to look for them, I don't see them. So I know they have the waffle mag out there that you can pre-order, which I did pre-order 2 of them, but I have not found the heat shields.
I think Tuna already ordered them.
Okay.
So he'd know, I'm sure.
I'm going to text him. I'll bother him.
I mean, I guess you'd have to probably shoot a lot for it to make a difference, I would think, but
well, it's making it historically accurate.
Battle
cool
ready.
The cool thing is, if you buy one of the rifles now, you don't have to buy the heat shield.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mine's still sitting there on layaway because they have no retail department that's worth a shit. So it'll sit there for ever until I call and try to pay for it.
I'm not going to get interested until they have a 607.
Looks like the price was $13.99 the other day.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that's the new, like if they permanently kind of lowered the price or.
What'd you pay for yours? I thought you guys yours were like $11.50 or something because we
Yeah, it
paid
was like-
$10.75 for ours.
Yeah, it was like 11 something, 50, 60, something like that. With that's including $150 Brownells gift card.
So that's taken off the price, or the actual price is like under $1,000.
The price was no. That's with that taken off the price.
Oh, so it was
like-
actually
it was like-
1,300 something.
Yeah, it was just under 1,300, I think, and then with the 150 off. So whatever
Gotcha.
that comes out to. And I used 120 of that to buy 2 of the waffle mags, pre-order 2 of the waffle mags, because I like pre-ordering stuff.
Yep.
Because I like waiting to get
Those
stuff.
waffle mags are being fulfilled by HMG, so
They probably are.
I'm having fun banning people.
Why are you banning people?
already.
I went to the 8,000 upvote thread and scrolled to the bottom.
Oh, the one from the other day.
The one with the guitar case.
The one that says ban guns and all that stuff on it.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Love that.
I think I missed that one. I spend most of my day fucking chilling out in new. Yep, that one's gonna have some problems. 24 fucking reports. Actually, what you need to do is you need to fucking take a screenshot of those reports and put a sticky comment on the top. That's
No,
always
I'm
fun
just-
to do.
I got by Felicia in my copy paste buffer. It's fucking sweet.
See, that's why I have keyboard back rows on my PC upstairs.
You're like playing a video game. You're like, ding, ding, bye, Felicia, bye, bye.
Yeah, I got HEA by Felicia, and then Kick for Discord.
Oh, here's one that actually is perfect for infiltrating the hippies before murdering them. I love it. Bye, Felicia.
So now we're gonna get a flood of angry mod mails here in the next.
Yeah, that's not my problem. I'll be asleep by then.
Fuck! Let Bart deal this in the morning. Yeah, people got a little butthurt today about some of the stuff I removed in the politics thread. They weren't real bad about it, but guess what? Your opinion doesn't matter.
Looks like there's yet another person that's disappointed that they haven't gotten their HMG yet.
Oh, on the webs on their Facebook.
Yeah. Tuna did not order them because he just asked me if they dropped yet.
Oh,
No,
I thought you ordered them already.
Bart lied to me.
It's too many conversations to keep track of, and people ordering too much shit. Like, did you get that in yet? You bought this?
I know, right? I tried to call the ATF today to check on my latte,
Yeah?
and nobody answered.
Was it? Did you call it noon?
I called at about 2:20 in the afternoon.
Was it a snow day?
It may have been. It was shitty here. It was probably shitty there. They're not that far from us.
Which ATF one? The one in Virginia?
I think it's in West Virginia, isn't it?
Yeah, Martinsburg.
I believe so. Down by the fingerprint center. Yes, sir. And I got a message, and I left them my email because I figured they'll email me right back.
Mm-hmm.
And I won't have to call again and ask. So, who knows? Could be
You won't-
approved.
You won't have to call again?
Well, no, because they'll email me back. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. They'll use a proper form of communication.
Right. That's a joke. I'll call tomorrow.
That is one of our topics. How the expected wait times for form approvals has bumped up to like 12 to 14 months now.
Really?
After because of the shutdown for a month, they had a month of shit piling up.
Yeah, but this is a month. I mean, I thought it was 7 months, and now you add a month. I guess. I don't know. So
Gotta work.
basically, just like never get your stuff. It's like a race now. Can I live long enough to get my stuff?
That's kind of what Social Security is, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just like that.
On a related topic, I found out there's a place that does fingerprints for all purposes right near my house. I'm gonna go there.
Yeah, there's a place you can do fingerprints in your house too. It's called the Kitchen. You just get an ink plate and
Yeah, they come out fucking blurry. The one time I tried it, okay, not very good at this.
A lot of the other guys have been just doing it on like a scanner and photoshopping them.
Oh God, dude, that's actually a really fucking good idea.
It is a good idea.
Holy shit!
Yeah,
they're probably fucking clearer than the ones.
Scan your fingerprints,
pads.
Convert it to fucking black and or grayscale, and then crank the fucking curves up so that you got black and white, and boom, you're done.
Yeah, contrast the shit out of it, right?
that's kind of what the Psycho kiosk things do.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Well, it's a digital state police one. That's how it does it. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they still come out like ass. I think they look like crap, but I'm not a fingerprint person, so.
It's so stupid. I mean, why?
Guess they're good enough for the computer to match them, so that's all that counts.
Well, you know what's actually stupid is that I've bought 4 machine guns so far without fucking having a background check done on me. Like, for fuck's sake.
Yeah.
They literally did not do background checks on trust people. I assumed they were the whole fucking time.
No, they relied on the dealer to put the person picking up through
the 24/7. Yeah.
Here's a hint, ATF. Only one of my machine guns was bought or was transferred via dealers. So okay, so I guess I did get one for the PPSH, but
all the others were face to face.
Yeah.
Nice.
Private sale, no sales tax.
So it's a race to see, do I get my CNR approved?
I doubt
in
it.
time for the Maryland gun show, right?
Yeah.
Do I get my 5320 dot whatever thing approved in time for Big Sandy? And do I get my Lottie in time for Big Sandy?
That's getting close, isn't it?
Yep.
Because it's March.
I let Mickey know that you and Wordy are going to be dirty dick 50 cal people.
You didn't mention the 20.
I said 50 plus question mark. And he knows there's potentially going to be a Lottie also. So
I emailed Kenton today and told him we were putting our apps in, but we wanted to be on the line with you guys. So he said, cool.
Yeah. Oh, apparently I lied because I didn't follow through and actually do mine today.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah. Oh, well, it'll go out tomorrow. The form will go out tomorrow. At your bottom dollar.
You know what else you should do? You should do your form.
That's the point of the fingerprint thing, was to actually be able to say, yes, Mickey, I actually filed the form.
They're going to force you to do that when they come out there.
Before one of us dies.
Make sure you tell Genman to bring your pistol to Big Sandy with him.
He's not going this time.
He's not going.
Infidel's not either.
What?
Yeah. Sad.
Yeah, other things.
Genman's got a job he's actually tryharding at for some fucking reason. He's been off the fucking radar for a while, from my perspective. But
yeah, he hasn't been playing video games on Discord very much either.
Yeah. At first, I thought he just hated me because I didn't go pick up my shit.
Yeah.
But then I reached
Turns out he doesn't really care.
I'm like, what the hell's going on, dude? You got some job you're tryharding at? And he's like, how'd you know?
He wanted to write a bunch of code for the HCE bot to do shit, but never got around to it.
Yeah, everybody wants to write code for stuff.
And then you start writing the code, and you're like, God damn it, this is like work.
I remember why. I remember back when I was 10 and this was fun.
So I just have Steven do it. Steven.
Yeah.
How's the Python coming? Good.
It's any day now.
Good. Yeah.
That means he hasn't even started, right? Maybe not.
No.
Oh, I can understand. I mean, you don't have connections to the internet. You don't have a computer. I mean,
you don't have tons of time all day.
Yeah,
you're not sitting in front of the keyboard.
Hey.
You're too busy pressing WASD instead.
I just binge watched 90 episodes of a kid out in Oregon taking a Datsun 240Z and gutting it and putting a BMW M5 under it. It was awesome.
Nice.
Yeah, I know, right? That's a day.
What year Datsun?
73.
73. Did that still have the suicide cruise control on it?
It doesn't matter anymore because it's BMW M5. Like the entire. They even put the dashboard.
You can't take the suicide cruise control out. I mean, that's just. You know what that is, right?
No, I don't.
It's a fucking cruise control. It's a little lever. It was in the center console.
Is it like a choke control where you pull the fucking thing out?
Gas pedal.
Oh, okay.
No, it's a wire that connects to the gas pedal. So you fucking pull the lever and it pushes the gas pedal down. That's your cruise control. Fucking awesome.
So it is basically like a choke control and a chainsaw. crank her a little bit over that way and she'll run better.
Hope you don't pass out because your car's not stopping.
Well, we can clearly go in the back and have a nap now because the fucking cruise control's got this covered.
Push the brake? Nope. Doesn't matter. Car's still going.
Nope.
That'll be like 4 years, 5 years when our cars are self-driving.
Oh, that'd be so awesome. I was reading an article the other day. They said that car insurance is going to like completely change because cars won't get into accidents hardly at all because they'll be driving themselves and such.
Yep. The insurance
the world will invent a better idiot. But if they got self-going cars, when light turns green, that'd be great.
Well, not only that, but they'll be able to know when the lights are going to change, so that they'll just like really slow or speed up just enough so that you never stop.
Nice. How about Jeeps that only ride in the fucking slow lane?
The right lane, yeah.
That's all the faster they can go. Come on.
No, I got the door
that actually work.
I got the doors off, so it feels really fast.
Especially.
Are you sure I'm not doing 110? It sure feels like 110.
Somebody on the live chat asked when you submitted your Lottie forms. February.
Yes, sir.
Of last year.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I remember it was February because I was technically there.
Yes, you were.
Is this a trust thing? I assume you looked at it in the fate tracker.
Trusts have always been slower.
I just keep calling the ATF, and they keep saying, "Oh, it's an FBI
not
background check."
Necessarily always. There was a time where it was a push, but it just depends.
Is it trust or an
individual? Yeah, it's trust. Yeah.
Okay.
Anymore, I think it's, even though I have a trust, I think it's almost makes more sense to file as an individual. But then when you want to give it to your kids, there's that issue too.
Well, if you give
trust.
If you give it to your kids on a trust, they transfer it out of the trust on a Form 5. If you own it individually and you die,
why would they transfer it out of the trust?
It depends. Some folks like for instance,
my kids are already on my trust.
It just depends on how the trusts are written and each individual state laws. But some trusts basically they'll exist after you die for depends on how they're written or state laws. This only exists for 10 years. So you got 10 years to get rid of all the trust property. So that's one reason you would get rid of it.
That's so dumb though too, because if you think about it, there's no way in fucking hell that they're going to keep records for like 70 years and then come back and think, oh, this person died. This trust should have developed this,
Well, for the same reason.
dissolved and got rid of all of its items. And
you remember the guy that I sold a whole bunch of stuff to, and he parked it in his corporation, and he didn't pay the state corporation office their money annually. And when he didn't do that, the state dissolved his corporation. You remember that story, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's just there's everybody's needs are different. There's no absolute right or absolute wrong answer.
It's just
I don't have a trust because I don't need one, but I can see why people would get one. But
that's because you're an FFL already. I mean, yeah.
Well, no. Even if I wasn't an FFL, I don't have anyone here that I would share my stuff with. It's like, okay, if I drop dead, my brother's going to have a gun that he can't own in his state that his wife won't let him take home. So what's the point?
I mean, you put your friends on there.
Well, where do they go? I mean, like,
yeah, but I don't have friends. You know that.
Oh, come on. Just because we make fun of you and poke fun of you doesn't mean we're not your friends.
Mike Pat.
That's true.
So I have a trust. First of all, so I live in Maricopa County, Arizona, so it's like
home sheriff Joe.
Nobody gives a flying fuck what interface shit you have here, but still, the trust was so that I didn't have to fucking deal with the hassle of the law enforcement bullshit. But the secondary effect is that if I kick the bucket or whatever,
your wife's not a felon for touching your shit.
Yeah, there's no question where it goes. My wife.
Even then, Fluffy, the ATF has given wide latitude to people. They're like, yeah, we realize that there's no clean way to do this. So as long as you're trying to comply with the law, we're not going to prosecute you. So, so yes, you're technically right, but ATF has given guidance on that makes your position kind of.
The reason I wanted my stuff in a trust is that I don't want it ever to have to transfer again.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and that's perfectly valid.
Because they might be in a situation where they can't transfer.
I totally wanted that too, actually, because it's actually the best reason for getting one. Because, yeah, it is. I mean, damn it. You read Unintended Consequences like 20 years after I did. It's not fair. Because when you put guns on a trust, you've effectively taken them out of the control of ATF,
right?
Which is awesome because
if you buy a bump stock and no matter what happens to the laws, it's grandfathered in, right?
Exactly.
No.
Except no, exactly not in that case. Not in that case, but yes. No, the tomorrow I could add anybody I wanted to my trust.
When is that date, by the way? The date that the bump stocks are supposed to.
Hang on, I'll
March. It's like
soon.
March. Yeah, I think it was March 26th.
Anyway, some
26.
March 26th, 2019.
Yeah.
Form 4 trust have been there's some April and May Form 4 trust forms that have come back already.
So you're saying I could take my bump stock on my M16 down to Big Sandy?
I don't think your bump stock is a problem on an M16.
Have you tried that? Did it work well?
No, it doesn't work at all.
but bro, your gun's like, but bro, what the fuck? I haven't ever tried bump firing a machine gun yet, but I will at Big Sandy this time.
Nice. You can probably only do that with certain machine guns, though, too. Like you couldn't do with your 1919.
Challenge accepted.
No, if you had a sling, if you had it on a sling, right, it was kind of balanced, right?
Yeah.
So you're pushing with your left hand and pulling.
Except with like boom as it goes back. Boom.
I don't think so. It's got some heft to it.
It's recoil operated though.
Yeah. The Johnson would be a challenge to bump fire, I think.
I don't think I could on the Mac because the trigger is too fucking.
You can probably bump fire it on semi with closed bolt.
Yeah.
you could be that dork. Bub Park is fun. Suck it, ATF. Plus all.
Nice.
Are you bringing all the goodies?
I'm not bringing the HK23 because my dad's not done fucking with it.
Oh man.
So I know.
That's the belt fed one, right?
Yep. So when it doesn't work,
Yeah.
that one.
That's a
boo,
bummer.
I bought one machine gun. It didn't work.
It's the gun was probably the cheat. Well,
I've bought 3 machine guns. It didn't work.
it'll still work without the sear in it, right?
Yeah,
Because I assume you bought it as a
semi-auto.
semi-auto.
Yeah, semi-auto works fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not a problem at all. It's not a problem with the feeding or, the operation of it. It's that sear trip. It's entirely the sear trip.
Yeah.
So it's just getting the geometry right on that sear trip, and that has proven to be a little more challenging than I originally thought. But I do feel like, we know what the problem is. We just have to figure out the exact right configuration for it.
Or you could pay a gunsmith to fix it, but you
know what though?
You already did,
You know what?
did that.
The people
already
who
had that
originally,
conversation,
the people who
yeah.
originally built it failed at that already. So like,
Yeah.
Who originally built that sear trip?
Yeah, but I had conversations with Ralph at RDTS, and he had another one in that was having the same issue. And it wasn't like he was I'm not saying he's not a smart guy and he doesn't know HKs, but he, I don't think he's an expert at unfucking one that's been pre-fucked. Right?
Ah, okay.
Plus, he's the guy that basically gave up on the 51 and said, it's just a bad idea, which I think it's probably right, but I've seen 51s that work.
Yeah. Omni's fucking around Discord. I was about to say that earlier.
yeah,
Like, fucker can't come on here, but he can dick around and talk about Jeeps.
yeah. Fucking lay low off the fucking interwebs if you're gonna fucking avoid the show that you started. Jack. I'm not even supposed to be here.
You're not?
No, he dragged me in. It was just the internet one day, and they're like, "Hey, you want to be on the show?"
Yeah.
Sure. Why not?
I should ask more other people. I'm sure you get more guests, but I'm just not very outgoing about that. Plus, I like to talk to people before I'm willing to sit down and, they might be fucking total weirdos too.
Well, that'll fit. They'll fit in just fine. I mean, come on. 8,299 upvotes on this fucking guitar case. Like that's insane.
Every once in a while, we get one on the front page, and then it takes off.
Got 12 bands.
662 comments.
Bro, you're seriously gonna give me a permanent ban for that? I know I got second chance. Remember?
Oh, that dude! He had like a whole fucking half page of just fucking being a douchebag.
Hang on, Spartan. This is? Oh, it was an hour ago. Yeah, it was. Oh, those are both.
That was Steven that banned him. I thought
those are predating my shit. The other guys haven't gotten on to give a shit yet. I'm surprised HCE Bot didn't ban me for spamming it.
I'm surprised you guys have put up with my crap for this long.
it's easy to avoid when you just block your account.
That's a 4D chess. I never thought about that.
Wait, why did I miss that?
No.
Oh, sorry.
Although we have gotten people in mod mail asking about banning you because you're kind of abrasive, and we just told them to block you. That was a couple days ago, but
wait, what? Wait, what?
You missed that mod mail?
Sorry, I both. So I was reading something about a band that I just did, and I missed the first thing, and then I requested to be included on the topic, and then I went and read a second thing about the same fucking band. so it just blew right over my fucking head. I missed all of it. I humbly beg you to please include me on that again, even though I failed. I will stare right at you to prove that I'm not looking at any other bullshit.
No, I was just saying there was somebody that came through in mod mail and asked for FC to be banned, and we just said, you can just block him instead.
Yeah, he's harmless.
You never did answer my question though.
Which question?
FC.
I'm sorry, what question?
How did the dog magically uneat your second half of your sandwich? So
No. So the sandwich comes wrapped up in two halves, and I had almost completed the first half, and I had like a chunk of it left, and that disappeared. But then the other one that was still wrapped stayed pristine.
See, that was very unclear.
Yeah, the old switcheroo.
60% of the time it works every
What
time.
kind of sandwich was it?
Roast beef.
Oh, cheese?
Of course. Provolone.
Oh, provolone. Nice choice.
Fine.
Mustard or mayonnaise?
Light on the mayo with some stone ground mustard.
Nice.
Excellent.
Tomato?
More.
A little bit of tomato.
Oh, okay.
I see no use for mayo, but a gnarly, dirty brown mustard is the best.
Oh, horseradish mustard is terrific. I wish more places used it.
I have bought the things required to make my own mustard before. They're still sitting in my fucking.
Four for an AR 180.
You got the mortar and pestle ready to grind it up?
Nope. What would I do to do that? I would probably use a coffee grinder or something.
That doesn't sound stone ground, sir.
It's fucking stainless steel blade ground. That's even I gotta have rocks grinding my teeth.
It's gonna be chunky style. You know?
Yeah, cavemen everywhere had fucking ground down round nubs of teeth because they fucking had nothing but rocks to fucking grind their shit with. Oh, I'd use the Willet Blend blender. That's what I'd do.
Oh.
You need the Bassomatic 76.
What's that do?
Same thing as a blender, just with bass.
Okay.
Bass, like fish?
Yeah.
Jesus.
That makes no sense.
You're making a nice bass bit.
It's an old Dan Aykroyd bit from Saturday Night Live.
Yes.
I don't think Dan Aykroyd. Yeah, that's a long time ago.
The classic Luddite attacking technology.
It's like Father Guido Sarducci, find the Pope in the pizza contest. It's a classic. Jane Curtin's still alive.
That ignorant slut. I can't believe it.
She is. I saw an article about her the other day. Apparently, she doesn't like President Trump.
What I find truly interesting is
shocking that anybody from NBC wouldn't fucking like President Trump.
If somebody from SNL wanted to do a sketch nowadays and they used the word "Jane, you ignorant slut," it wouldn't make it past the writers' room. The fact that they did that back in the 70s, it just tells you how much things have changed.
They smoked on TV back in the 70s, and
I did a lot of drugs too.
Carson smoked on TV into the 80s and 90s, I believe.
My brother just posted a fucking video of video. It's a film of German family type people wrecking the fuck out of their family fucking cars on the Nürburgring back in like the 60s or 70s. With fires, rollovers, people flying out of fucking windows.
Yeah. Seatbelts.
Seatbelts. No, let's fucking roll the convertible fucking cabriolet around the fucking the infamous drop turn everybody high sides on. And we didn't high side. Yay! Okay, good job.
We oversteered.
I was like, there's gonna be people flying everywhere. Nope, they made it through, but like fuck.
That's how James Dean died, right?
Yeah.
He was on the road.
He's
I
a little
thought.
bastard. Yeah.
Is he on the Nürburgring or? Oh,
No, he's in California on a back road.
yeah.
Play stupid games, win stupid prizes.
Almost like when people do no-knock raids.
Yeah,
Yes.
or
Excellent
if-
transition
or
to
if-
actually a topic.
Are we gonna do a topic tonight?
That's 2 weeks in a row we've had done the no knock raid thing.
There's like a fucking hour without a topic. That was awesome.
Yeah.
We just did an hour with no topic.
yeah, just think what we could do with topics.
Sometimes the non-topic stuff is better.
This shit just, it's almost like it writes itself. It's
Yeah.
But no, the no knock raid stuff goes hand in hand with like the red flag law stuff. I mean, that'd be the same exact thing.
I have so much opposition to those words because, it's like that's not a legally defined term. It's just let's call it what it is. It's a gun grab order.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's like saying, oh, the state has a stand your ground law. No, they don't. They have a very clear explanation on lack of duty to retreat. That has absolutely nothing to do with the fact that you're standing your ground.
If some fool's trying to kill you, you're not going to get prosecuted for fucking killing him. Why should you have to retreat? Like, what if you don't successfully retreat?
You will if it's a cop,
Yeah.
which is what we talked about last week.
Yeah, the stormtroopers breaking into your house.
Yeah.
Houston PD's. Oh, I didn't see it. There's no link here, but like they're actually going to end no knock raids. Awesome.
Well, that's what their police chief said. Whether they follow through with it or not.
He said that they're not going to use them unless there's a
Established.
So if somebody's fucking mother calls in to fucking report that her almost retirement age daughter is fucking using the drugs in that fool she's shaking up with house.
That devil's lettuce.
All the people at church are laughing at me.
Man, that's
all the
the
cops
biggest
on your
backfire ever. Right?
Won't you feel fucking retarded if you call the cops on your child and it fucking goes south on you? Holy shit.
That happened to somebody in Iowa City when I lived out there. Son, he was 16 years old. He stole his dad's truck and his dad called in. The cops ended up killing the kid.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Doesn't that make you feel bad? You
Yeah.
your face on that one, huh?
If he's still alive, he's fucking failing at life.
Oh.
Yeah, I just think
If
it's
you're
a
ever gonna get
reasonable
a
thing to expect that if you're in your home, minding your own fucking business, that
Yeah, like you consenting.
No one should come in.
the government should not be able to break in at will.
Yeah.
I mean, I get it. There are bad people doing bad things. That doesn't matter.
Yeah, prove it first. Don't just fucking like the person who fucking the basis of the fucking warrant is a person who doesn't exist.
John Doe number 2.
Yeah, it's an informant I've used many times. I pulled it out of my ass. It's smelly but great informant.
I thought that in the one situation they actually found like crack cocaine in the cops like non-duty car.
Yeah. So
he was either gonna plant it.
Yeah, bad lieutenant tells fucking rookie cop, go get the dope out of my fucking console. I put it there because reasons, and yeah.
Yep. Oh well, they found that with the cops in Philadelphia. There were Philadelphia PD officers that absolutely had plant guns on them and a bunch of other stuff. I mean, it's a big mess.
Shocking.
Cops. Ugh.
People who don't fucking give a fuck about anybody but like.
I mean, I'm
it's not, like the lady at the DMV or the guy at Chick-fil-A could do the same fucking thing to you. Like,
actually, no. I think the guy at Chick-fil-A could do it better.
Less consequences, but still, like you might have to eat some common boogers, but like you're not going to wind up dead probably. But still, shit trash fucking people who don't give a fuck about anything except fucking whatever they're doing. Ugh.
I don't know what kind of bizarro world experience I had a couple weeks ago. I was actually at the DMV here in Pennsylvania, and it was a very pleasant experience. They were very nice to me.
Did they call you customer?
Yeah.
I fucking hate that. I am not your
Yeah.
fucking customer. I am the fucking
customer. Yeah.
You call me
I
customer.
pay your salary,
No,
right? Is that
seriously, no, yeah, but like, I'm not here to be a fucking customer. That's not what a customer is. A customer is a person who wants to be there and wants to buy something, not a fucking.
So you're a undocumented customer or a.
That's funny. That's funny. I like that. That's funny.
I've always had good experiences at the DMV here, but the thing is, I can go during the day when there's not a fucking huge line out the door.
That's true. And you have that white privilege thing going on.
I've had great experiences not at the DMV here because we've had a website since the early 2000s that crushes all other DMVs.
Yeah, see, we can't.
I need a new copy of my driver's license. Prove some shit. Boom, done. $5. Next day it shows up. Whatever.
You can't give patronage jobs to websites. That doesn't work well here, at least. Unless it's Tom's uncle's son who's real good with computers. Then
yeah. My nephew set up this thing. It's great. You should totally put your information into it. Our county contracted with IBM back in the day, and they got a good deal. It's a fucking fantastic web app.
Oh, I gotta fucking find the chart.
I don't need an emissions check emissions test this year. Sweet. Send me my new tags.
Yeah, we got rid of something in Pennsylvania. We used to have to put these little fucking stickers on our license plate.
You don't have to do that anymore?
No.
Really?
Yeah, they got rid of that fucking shit.
That's because the cops have a system that automatically takes your license plate and runs it. They don't need to see the expiration date on it anymore.
We have that
they got
too.
the OCR now.
We have that too, but they enjoy using it to identify fake tags.
How do you make fake tags? Just steal somebody else's license plate or what?
No, you just Photoshop it.
I have no idea.
You tape it.
I know somebody has a printer that makes fucking excellent fake tags.
Yep. Yeah, it's just like you know how like they wrap the outside of a car or a truck or something with a vinyl decal or advertising. You just make the same thing over a piece of metal.
Chug, they fucking crank those things out, man. For
TV
shows and stuff.
True.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah.
They look really good too.
Here in Arizona, we have so many fucking custom fucking bullshit license plates. You cannot have a license plate frame that covers the word Arizona on your plate anymore because nobody remembers all the fucking possible combinations of doofy fucking custom.
So speaking of license plates, I was talking with one of the guys who works at What Knight's Armament at SHOT Show, and he's like, "Yeah, I just got a new car, so I had to get the custom license plate. It said M110, and I was like, "Oh, you couldn't get SR25?" He's like, "Nah, one of the other guys in the factory got that one," and I was just like, "Oh man, that sucks."
I had Merca one time.
Nice.
Did you really?
Mm-hmm.
I've had my name on mine for the last decade at least.
It was
Bart F383. Nice.
Because Merca.
I had my name on mine, one of my cars, and I don't know.
I had my last name on my car when I lived in Iowa, but then my mom copied my idea, so when I moved back to Nebraska, it was fucking taken.
Thanks, Mom.
Yeah.
Damn it, Mom.
And
this is why I don't tell you anything.
Bartman was taken, so it just says Bart Dad. I think it might change to Bert Dad instead.
Bart Dad.
Bert. When I liked poker, I had Dead Money and Leet Speak for a while there. That was pretty awesome.
Nice. I didn't know you played poker.
Yeah, I haven't in a while, but
back when it was online, you could still make money.
How come we didn't play out in Vegas? We still got into a.
That's because he was the one-armed monkey the whole time.
Well, no, that's. I would love to play poker in Vegas, but like it's not a social thing. So like, typically it's like I want to play poker. Well, okay, fuck you then. See ya.
I would fucking love to play poker with pets. That sounds fun.
Yeah, I mean, if we could get like 10 people, we could do our own table. That'd be badass, right?
All
Yeah.
right. Yep.
Yeah.
To be
Except those games last like fucking 5 hours.
It's
If
all-
you're just doing one table, it's not gonna last.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have friends when we go out there, they'll play in poker tournaments, and the bids go up like every 15
Like half
minutes.
hour or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. I typically do pretty well in poker tournaments, but
Yeah, I'm not a big baller. I go into the ones where you buy in a certain amount.
And then you play till your money's gone.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then that's not a tournament. That's just a cash game.
Well,
Well-
they structure them like a tournament. There's a winner. There's a winner and a
that's
second
true.
runner up.
Yeah.
It's just a fixed buy-in. It's not a no limit.
Yeah, because otherwise, if you don't cap the buy-in, people they show up with a big stack and they push the table around.
Well, yeah, and low denomination fucking Texas Hold'em cash game is fucking shit show.
I fucking lost my shirt at a 5-10 Hold'em game at the Wynn because somebody hit the royal on me.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
I've
So
I've lost with quads to a straight flush.
Oh. And let me guess, there wasn't a bad beat jackpot going on, so you couldn't even pick up on that, right?
No, it was a tournament, so no.
Yeah. I was on a casino boat once, and I saw someone exactly that. He had quads and he busted out. Somebody had a straight flush, but the guy won the bad beat jackpot at the end of the night, so that took a little bit of the edge off.
Yeah, that's when you're playing the cash game. That's a whole different critter. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was in one where
The dealer's like, shut up, everybody! Don't say shit. We're gonna fucking solve this. It's gonna be good for everybody. Trust me. Shh! Don't move. We're gonna do this by the book.
I was in one where we decided to split it because we both our final hand we both had queens a full house, so there was 3 cards showing and we both had pocket queens.
Oh,
it was like
you kind of have
holy
to split then.
fuck. Well, no,
Yeah.
I mean we could have played another hand, but we're like, you know,
Oh
this is
yeah.
split.
Yeah, poker was fun.
Yeah, I distinctly remember this one time I was on the boat. One of the guys there, he was apparently a regular on the boat, and one of the ladies playing at our table, she had a nickname, and it was the Nutcracker because if you had the nuts, she'd crack them. And I was
that word kind of doesn't mean what you think it means.
yeah, exactly. So
No, because the nuts can't be cracked.
right, that's the how the nickname came about.
Oh, but,
So yeah,
but she didn't actually crack the nuts because she
whatever. But I was playing. Yeah, I was playing against her, and
okay.
I flopped a full house with garbage. It was like 7-2 offsuit, and I hit a full house on the flop.
Well, that's why you always play 7-2 because you might flop a boat.
Yeah,
You never know.
yeah.
Yeah.
So like,
It's funny because literally any 2 cards can flop a boat.
yeah. So I was check raising her, and then finally she just comes in completely over the top and bets about 350. So I was like, all right, I'll raise your 350. Here's another 350. And she's like, you just want to go all in? I'm like, yeah, sure, all in. And they're like, yeah, he's got the nuts. He flopped the full house. And she's like, son of yeah, it was epic. It was a fun boat ride.
Goddamn Loch Ness monster.
Yeah.
The dealers clapped, the chips clapped, the table clapped.
Everyone clapped.
You guys keep joking about this. I will call Rusty right now. He will tell you when we were at the casino and he hit that point, everybody clapped and he won $60 in tips from the players.
You should check,
Okay,
check
at a crap,
David, see if he wants to join tonight and
You
bullshit.
got a hot crab table, man. You got to keep that shit going.
At a craps table, everybody does clap sometimes.
That was a
Yeah.
crazy.
They clap all the time if you keep rolling right.
Keep hitting points.
Yeah, that was the craziest game of dice I've ever seen. It was unreal.
Is that a segue into a new topic yet?
I don't know. I'm trying to find one.
Sounds like it.
New
I guess we could do new guns.
Oh, new guns. There's a new high point apparently.
I don't have any new
Oh,
guns.
I was gonna say, what guns have we bought?
Hey, did the guy that bought the Mossberg thing, did he ever fucking report back like he said he was gonna?
The new Mossberg pistol?
Yeah.
I don't think so. I haven't seen anything on it yet.
Son of a bitch.
It probably broke.
OP didn't.
If you know the username, we could probably go look it up. But
well, I gotta find it.
I bought two Glock frames, Gen 2 frames off Gunbroker for $50, $56 last week.
Nice, good deal. It's a good buy.
Except this one seems to have, instead of having a rail on it, they just use super glue or whatever light was on there.
A good solvent should take most of that off.
Yeah, it will probably. Now I just need to get some slides and barrels and shit.
I know a guy.
Everything else. You do. Wow.
You're doing this wrong. You're supposed to start with the polymer 80 and get a.
Except the polymer 80s are fucking garbage.
Yeah,
I mean, when I can get a whole fucking frame for $25, $25.
The difference is, Bart, the guys who are buying the polymer 80s don't want to do that thing called a 4473 because you are a fine, upstanding citizen. You don't have a problem with that.
I almost didn't have to do one because when I came in there, the lady said, I didn't know why these came in the package. Here, you can just take them and go. I'm like, no, these need to go through a set of 4473. Otherwise, they would have shipped them straight to me. She was going to let me walk out of there without doing anything.
Yeah.
OP's a bundle of sticks. Never reported back.
So this has not been the first time that I've walked in this FFL and they were like, oh, you can just take this stuff. You need to fill anything out. I'm like, bullshit. I'm like, you need to have these serial numbers so he can put them in his bound book because the guy that ran the place was sick and wasn't even there.
Well, why is it that you know more about being an FFL than they do? That's just frightening.
I don't know because I buy fucking 2 guns a month.
Yeah.
But we pal around with pedant FFL.
I had one email last week. There's this kid. He's like, yeah. I need some slides in this. I'm doing a polymer 80 build, and I was just like, okay, well, here's your pricing. He's like, that's more expensive than like a complete gun, and I'm like, well, do you want me to sell you a complete gun? I'll sell you a whole Glock. And he's like, well, I'm not 21 yet, so I guess this is what I gotta have to do. So it's just like, polymer 80 might suck from your point of view, but from his point of view, it's I can't buy a gun, so I'll make a gun. Woo.
Yeah. I've never seen an 80% lower that's cheaper than a poverty pony. So
right, like it's the guys that they buy the polymer 80% AR-15s. They're like, yeah, can you have your gunsmith finish this out? Sure, it's going to cost you $100, but a whole new
and you have to do a 4473 when it's done.
Yeah. So yeah,
that's how that works. Get you.
I got to take a shit. I'll be right back.
I hope everything comes out all right.
Thanks, Beth. I appreciate your vote of confidence.
So he never fucking came back and told us how the Mossberg worked.
What's the Reddit meme where every OP
did not come through?
OP comes through. Yeah.
Yeah. OP is a bundle of sticks.
Clearly. Giant bundle of sticks. Shotgun. Oh, shotgun. I'm trying. Do we do topics today or no?
Do we?
I don't know. We're doing pretty good without topics so far.
Did that Houston thing?
Yeah.
Yeah. Houston was a topic.
I didn't have much for topics because there wasn't much in the show topic channel, and a lot of I don't like to get too political on all this shit because I know nobody wants to talk about that shit. I mean, it sucks, but there's not a bunch that we can do rehashing stuff over to our 7 viewers that's ever gonna fucking do anything, right?
We should all form a circle and grab a dick and talk about politics.
I made a comment. I used your thing the other day, Pest. Some guy made a comment about what the fuck was it about? It was about something. And it was like, oh, well, why do they need to make new laws? They could just charge people. Oh, it was about the fact that there was opposition to reporting illegal immigrants that tried to get firearms.
Yeah.
And it was
That-
like, okay, so if they actually did that though, they might try to fix the problem, and if they fix the problem, then they can't be outraged by
You
it.
can't exploit the problem anymore.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Yeah.
That was
I
actually
did see that. I'm like, Fluffy paraphrased me.
That was the one of the threads that I removed from the politics thread because it was just devolved into, instead of gun stuff, is just bitching about illegal immigrants.
Yeah, I mean, I don't give a fuck who they are. If they're not allowed to have a gun and they try to get one, fucking report their ass.
Yeah,
You know?
and it's
Fucking
dumb
prosecute
because
them.
doesn't the ATF have like 55,000? Like, I remember that stat from a couple of years ago, but they had somewhere like 50,000 felons that apply for a gun and were refused. So they actually have people's names, addresses, everything on the form.
Right.
I think
then there were like 800 prosecutions or something.
Yeah.
I think it was 44.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that stat was from a couple years ago, and it was of all Nick's background checks run that involved a felon trying to buy a gun that was rejected. Only 44 were pursued and prosecuted. So yeah, we need more of. Anytime anybody says we need more of anything gun control fucking related, that you should be able to cite that fucking statistic and say fuck you. You're not even trying on the ones we got already. Fuck off. It's just fucking sad. But literally, they are just trying to perpetuate the fucking problem so that they can profit from it.
Right. If you fix it, then
politically,
what the fuck are you going to do? You won't have more dead bodies to stand on top of to make your claims.
Solve problems are not exploitable. Yeah, that's a good paraphrase, by the way.
It's like pharmaceuticals, you know what I mean? Like if you actually cure the disease, how are you going to sell them pills for the next 20 years?
Yeah, that's why medical marijuana is, not been passed everywhere, because
people might actually stop doing opioids and stuff,
or start drinking themselves to death.
Yeah.
There's not enough money to be made when you can grow something in your basement that can,
There's very few maintenance drugs that don't fuck your liver up and require a fucking liver transplant and a bunch of liver dope drugs too. Like,
actually, I don't think most of the actual pain killing drugs aren't that taxing on your liver. It's what they bind it with to make sure you don't abuse them.
I don't mean pain killing drugs. I mean like anti-rejection or other drugs that actually.
Well, like diabetic drugs are real hard on your kidneys.
Yeah.
So
what drugs
kidneys, diabetic drugs.
Oh yeah,
because a lot of them work by taking the blood sugar out through your kidneys. So
yeah. So it's still amazing that we have technology that they can figure that out, though.
Yeah. Yeah, I take 3 different diabetic medications, and then I take another medication that's purely to protect my kidneys from the other medications.
There's a lot of that. You need one, so you're gonna get 4 or 5.
Well, it's funny that the diabetic stuff, it's like there's 3 drugs that work really well together, and they found that this is like a really good combination. They have 3 different mechanisms that they act on the blood sugar, and so they're complementary. They just
you think you need Cinnamon Toast Crunch?
I don't think it's supposed to be the goal.
Dude, I had a
Although I know a bunch of people that I've seen, they're like, I'm going to take extra insulin so I can eat this bowl of ice cream. I'm like, I don't think that's how it works.
But waffles. Yeah, dude. I had a bowl of Cinnamon Toast Crunch for breakfast this morning, and I was fucking flip. I don't know if I'm borderline type 2 or whatever. I don't know, but like that particular breakfast will basically turn me into a shivering dope addict. Fucking, like retard. Yeah. Anyway, it's bad.
If you take a nap after you eat that, then you probably have a little bit of a problem.
You wake up sweating. I know it doesn't cause a nap, but it does cause issues.
You only get one body. You should take care of it.
I offset it by eating some chili.
That's what they say. I think I missed that boat.
Yeah. That's why I go make my deposits to the gym.
Go do
Yeah.
my gym fix thing and have a heart attack while I'm out jogging or something.
Like Homer? That's a gime? What's a gime? Oh, that's what it is.
Me and Otto are actually getting out in the world and getting exercise lately, though.
How's he doing?
He's doing great.
Yeah.
He's jumping down from shit, and I saw him jog in the backyard today. Actually, like without like going, oh shit, shouldn't jog. He actually jogged fine, and yeah, he's
Nice.
about done. He's about fixed. He's just needs to get stronger.
So was
now.
he like was his mobility limited because he was in pain?
Oh yeah, before the operation, yeah, and then after the operation, he had one bad leg and he got around fine on it, and then my wife took him in the truck with the other 3 dogs, and I think he cranked his good leg. He came home limping on his bad leg, and then we got the operation done and
Gotcha.
cut his legs in half and put him back different, and that's what they do. They like the dogs have this weird knee orientation where their knee is actually on an angle, right? So they cut the lower leg and then rotate it this way and tack it down with a strap and some screws. so the joint now sits flat.
Okay.
So yeah,
it puts pressure more evenly or something.
It just means that the ligament's not stopping their leg from sliding down the hill. It's just the leg sits on top of the other pad vertically instead of at an angle. So that's the cruciate ligament solved for a dog. He had both legs done. Yeah.
I was gonna say, I knew you pre-ordered those waffle mags, but there's a guy in the Discord selling some legit Armalite waffle mags. I told him that you might be interested.
Okay, thanks, man.
I don't think they fit
in the Brownells BRN10.
Yeah, they probably don't.
He said they were filed a little bit to fit.
Oh, okay.
In the new rifle, so he has a BRN10 that he's selling because he doesn't shoot. So
that's a really recent decision to not shoot.
I like the fact that you have to mortar it to open it. I think that's an interesting feature.
You have to?
Yeah, I mean, if you have really strong thumbs, I guess you could do it. But
to pull the charging handle back,
yeah,
just gotta have a strong finger.
Yeah,
in your finger game.
When the dust cover is closed, it's quite difficult to pull back. Actually,
interesting.
Yeah, so it's much easier to mortar it, and then it comes open right away.
But bolt carrier pulls back. Bolt carrier pulls back a little bit, and then it doesn't want to unlock. Oh, at all. You can't move it at all.
Yeah. So. Yeah, it's tough. It might loosen up. I haven't shot it yet.
Should be
I shot it like 10 rounds.
There should be like a 1/4 inch of travel before the bolt. So like, you should just be pulling on the bolt carrier.
Oh, there it popped right open. Well, I don't think it was locked all the way. Here, let me send her home.
So you have a particularly tenacious ejection port cover, I believe.
And then if it does, you're pulling on it so hard, you smash your other fingers on the back of it. So
that's interesting.
Yeah. So it's just much easier to go like that.
The charging handle there should be like a 1/4 inch or so of travel before the cam pin has to leave. Turn the bolt. Yeah. So what should be happening there is that oh no, I know what it is. It's the detent. So they have a detent in the back of there's a charging handle detent right below the rear sight.
Okay.
That keeps the charging handle from coming back on its own. And you're just trying to overcome that detent so if you don't close the charging handle quite all the way.
Oh yeah, then it's easy.
And push the bolt closed.
Oh, I see it. Yeah, I see the detail.
Yeah. So a little massaging on that surface there. It'll massage itself over time, but
yeah, probably.
but not through firing the gun, only through charging the gun.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yes.
Because you got to break that.
It's the charging handle itself, which doesn't normally move, right? So shooting the gun
Gotcha.
won't. Yeah.
Oh, well, that's that mystery solved then. Thank you.
You can cut a turn or two off the spring probably and get a little better. But yeah, that's fine.
I'm digging the chocolate brown though.
Yeah, those do look a lot darker.
It's a neat rifle, but I'm holding out for 607.
I know. Whatever that is.
They have ignored all of my pleas so far on the 607. They actually responded to the but does your Air 180 upper doesn't trip an auto steer?
Yeah, what's up with that?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it requires.
I mean, it's Iowa, so I get it. I guess.
No,
I don't think they designed it like that.
No, the bolt. Yeah, no, you have to make a little fucking sheet metal flag thing that the bolt pulls the last little bit to like so. MPX has the full auto version of the SIG MP. You know those.
I gotta piss. I'll be right back.
FC's still pooping.
Holy crap!
I think he fell in. He's been muted this whole time. He must have a distended butthole and the whole thing. We should call 911. But what was I saying? I can't remember now. Fail. Oh yeah, Air 180. So the bolt carrier is really short, so there's no hope of tripping an auto steer on that unless you have a complicated. Do you have a CMMG 22 kit with a auto steer trip?
I do, and it doesn't work very well.
It needs that little flappy bit. It's a sheet metal thing.
I know
you
you're
buy
talking.
extra. Yeah. So same kind of deal where the short bolt carrier won't.
I got you. My CMMG 22 upper does not run well on my M16A1.
I've
tried bending that, the little flappy thing,
mm-hmm.
and I have not gotten a good, works all the time result from that.
I haven't even tried mine. I bought it right before Sandy Hook.
Oh, really?
And then the 22 just vaporized overnight.
Yeah.
Oh fuck! So it's still in the fucking box in my safe.
It's only 86 cents a round. Come on.
Yeah. What? No, 22's cheap now, but I still haven't gotten off my ass to try it.
By the way, Pest, I did not fall in. I just had to get some other shit done.
I thought. Well, we were worried you might have turned your butthole inside out and need medical assistance.
Nope. I do not need medical. Well, I do need medical assistance, but not that kind.
Okay.
Yeah, because you heard about what happened earlier this week.
Did I?
We better not go into that.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to Atlanta in a couple weeks.
I saw it. You gonna drop by HMG or no?
I am actually thinking about it because
you have to. There's no. You have to.
Well, their address is a UPS store, so
No.
No, we know where they're at.
Yeah.
We know where they're at.
Oh, we got the real poop. Okay, sweet.
Because here's the thing. The Delta Flight Museum has a simulator there, and I like my airplane simulators. So I'm going to the surplus sale, and I figure I'll enjoy what Atlanta has to offer.
You need to go to HMG.
Yep.
I still don't understand how you can be so into something that's so painful. The flight.
Yeah, well, don't kink shame.
You must not be 6'4", 350.
I am not 6'4", 350.
Okay, well.
I am probably, in terms of size, I am probably closest to Bart in this channel.
So
height-wise,
that's why you enjoy flying. Okay.
I'm like 5'11" and a half. I always say 5'11" because 6 foot.
Yeah, I'm 5'11".
I'm 6'5". We thought it was 6'4" for a long time, but I stood up straighter one time and it was 6'5". So.
Oh, so you were like Trump. You found an inch.
Well, I mean, yeah. Well, it's sometimes tricky to find the other inch, but I manage. So
All right. Good job.
that was a dick joke. Yeah, I went through a B-17 bomber one time. I hit my fucking head on everything.
Don't go through a submarine.
Yeah.
Don't go through a World War II submarine.
Holy
You'll have a bad day.
like, yeah.
You got to get that cadence right to get through those tall doors.
Yeah, they were not built for tall people.
Not at all.
Well, Americans as a whole were a lot shorter back in the 40s. The nutrition wasn't that good, and everyone was smoking during pregnancy. So
Yeah, and then nutrition wasn't there, and we didn't have like when you go get like a medium soft drink, like any fast food place, they hand you like a fucking 2-liter cup of fucking. I'm like, that's a fucking medium. Holy shit!
yeah, a medium's like 24 ounces.
Yeah.
No,
it's way more than 24 ounces. Medium is like 40 ounces out here.
Really?
Yeah, a large is 64.
Jesus.
Back in the 40s, a fucking Coke was 7 ounces or something like that, and
right.
And you had one a week.
Well, I mean, if you were like Forrest Gump, you must have had 7 of them Dr. Peppers because they were so small.
Yeah.
Goddamn kids.
So you have to go to HMG.
Yes.
Yeah. So me and one of my gun nut friends, we're going to Atlanta, and we're going to the museum. We're going to go fly with him, and we're going to go buy some surplus airline parts, and might have to stop at the old HMG.
Tuna lives in there. You can go have lunch with him.
No, dear God, no.
Oh, if you're in downtown Atlanta by CNN Center, you got to go to the food shop.
Yeah, the food shop. Also, HMG is not in downtown Atlanta. Just
no,
yeah, they're in Alpharetta.
Yeah. By the UPS store, which I assume is close by.
That's their mailing address, yes, sir.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, we kind of did a heckin' good inquisition on their location and
yeah. How'd you
things.
find it? Because I tried too, and I didn't. I
there's lots of people on the internet that know things, or people that live close to them in real life that we know.
Yeah, that have paid good money 3.5 years ago.
No,
what is that?
mean, he didn't even pay money, but
What's what?
A Razorback? What is that?
An Arkansas football fan? I don't know what the question is.
I don't know. These guys are talking about it. Apparently, by PSA builds.
I know what a razor dick is.
I know a racerback bra.
High speed, low drag ones from the Victoria's Secret.
Wait, here it is. Bushmaster firearms. No, that's not this.
I don't know where you're seeing this.
This Discord kids are showing.
Oh.
Yeah, I want what they're smoking.
Are they sending you links?
Not sending me links. They want my money. This gun, apparently. Here, I'll link it in the 2Jiggy. Here. I don't know what it is. Somebody said it's a Razorback. I don't know what a Razorback is.
I think Dan Wesson made a Razorback.
What the fuck is that? It looks like a... Oh, that 22 caliber thing they were talking about. Yeah.
Oh, it looks vaguely Johnsonian.
Yeah,
it does. It does look vaguely Johnsonian. It looks vaguely 1919.
This is why.
It's got that pot-bellied thing to it.
Why fluffy?
Yeah.
My interest has been piqued.
The baby Johnson.
Is it a machine gun?
No, I guess they were machine guns, but the one that's, I guess Rock Island has it for sale or something. It's not a machine gun.
It's only 3K, I guess. Only. But only 61 were built.
Oh shit! Really?
Yeah. The estimate is 2,000 to 2,500, but the last one at Rock Island sold for over 3,100.
Yeah, I know how
I
that
googled
goes.
transferable Razorback and got nothing except Arkansas tickets.
Those are definitely not worth $3,000.
Yeah. Huh. Interesting.
God damn it. Why does my phone not want to do the thing I want it to fucking do?
I assume it's because you're on a mobile thingamajig.
Yeah, I'm trying to fucking copy and paste something, and they made it so much better on Android, but not better to the point that I can actually like fucking use it.
Oh yeah. Apparently, the magnify window that Apple has had for a long time finally became not patented or some bullshit. Or
Yeah. Somehow
so that's
it
an
was...
improvement, but it's still kind of crappy compared to.
There we go. Okay. All right. Now I can do that. Okay. Good.
Got to teach the old man how to use his phone.
I know, right? Hey, I canceled the RV. So
okay. So the man and his boy are going to be getting their own. So it'll be the three of us in mine, which I haven't ordered yet. Should I go for a medium or do I want to do a large? We could be palatial in a large.
Large. Always go more. You always want more space. When have you ever wanted less space in your life?
Do you want somebody to cozy up to or not? I guess.
Okay. Actually, if I go with the large, none of us has to be up top.
I don't care about being up top. I'd rather not sleep on that side thing in the kitchen.
Oh,
I'm sure Wordy would be happy being on top.
Oh, you and Wordy can have the princess suite if you. I thought the side thing in the kitchen was perfectly acceptable. I didn't realize that you wanted to be on top.
No. It's not terrible. It's just you can't really stretch out all the way. That's all.
When you're used to having a nice king size bed with a nice mattress.
No, you don't understand. It's not about that. Actually the side thing in the kitchen is good because I could lean against it, which, as you know, I need to do because I sleep on my side. So that was the good part of it. The bad part of it is that you're scrunched up. So the ideal thing is I bring my Huggy pillow with me because I'm driving.
Okay.
And I can sleep wherever the fuck I want. So we don't need a big one. If it's just the three of us, what do we need a big giant RV for?
Because it's fucking nice to have an RV.
Yeah, but you can sleep in the back. I'll sleep on top of the front, and because it's comfortable up there. There's a lot of room up there, or I'll sleep on the kitchen thing.
Carry more shit in it.
I think
one person driving, one person shit posting, and another person cleaning guns. I mean, that's three people.
They'll be meeting us up there. So
we need to get a Sherpa to clean guns.
You just don't clean the guns. It's fine. Spray more oil on them, and they run fine.
But then Wordy makes me feel guilty for not cleaning my guns.
Why?
This
is the dude that throws his guns in like a crick and purposefully wears them by shoving dirt on them.
That's just for YouTube. He's really ashamed after it's over.
Yeah.
He is. He's very fastidious, I think.
Comes with all those enemas probably rubbed off on him.
He built a flamethrower and didn't wind up in a burn ward. Of course, he's fastidious. That is how that works. No, so I will get a large. It will be great, and we can.
You're gonna get a large one. All right,
of course.
Fine. All right. Well, I figured I was gonna spend like almost $1,000 on an RV, so I definitely.
That's way too much. Yeah. Unless you're counting your deposit as part of that.
Yeah, I was counting the deposit as part of that.
Oh, well, that comes back, so yeah.
Oh, yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I think about that.
But yeah, anyway. We only need one. It's because, the other fella and his boy are getting their own. So
okay. It'll Scott and his boy?
Yes. I didn't want to name names, but
Well,
First names don't mean shit.
What if
sorry,
your name-
Scott.
I say, hell, mine's on my fucking username.
It's gonna be
Maybe
Clay.
if your name's Elmore instead of
Or something really, yeah,
Hmm.
really out there.
Something
What was I
very
gonna say?
specific. Forest.
Okay,
Are
well, this is handy.
Are you guys gonna stop by here on the way out or not?
Well, that's what I was That's what I was going to ask you. Is are we picking you up or what?
Ah, there you go.
What? This is March when? 25th? 20th?
No,
Roughly the
20
20th that weekend.
would be
Thursday.
around the 21st. I think.
My kids are still in school like the 26th, I think. And my daughter has her dance recital is like the weekend of the 24th.
But you've never missed one yet, right?
There's only been 3, but
Excellent. That's
It's-
pretty good.
but
66%.
I pay for like 4 months of dance classes for one fucking recital.
Well, your daughter learns how to dance too, so I mean,
Yeah, and you pay like $250 for an outfit for a 6-year-old, or she's 7 or whatever. But yeah, it's second. I hope she just sticks to basketball. She says she likes dance more, but whatever.
I thought of a career joke. Not gonna go there.
Go for it.
Ladies basketball versus dancing.
Mm.
Anyway, I told you I wasn't gonna go there, but you made me do it. So
It didn't bother me at all. I didn't really get the joke, but it doesn't offend me in any way. I mean,
fair deal.
I'm pretty laid back. But I feel like when he explains to me later, I'll be like, wait a second. Oh,
very
now I
nice.
get it. Now I get it. You're suggesting she'll be a stripper. Okay. Oh, yeah.
A woman on a pole might make more than a woman basketball player.
Mm. In America, yeah. The ones that go over to like Europe get pretty good money for playing basketball.
Yeah, she has to go to the Czech Republic or something.
Yeah, those Russian teams get paid pretty well.
Do not let your daughter go to the Czech Republic if I know anything about porn.
Or just human trafficking for that matter.
Exactly. Anyways, this has made an ugly turn I didn't intend.
Yeah,
I did open my big stupid fat mouth, so it is my fault.
it happens. But that'll probably give us like 2 more viewers. Probably not the ones we want, but
The ones we deserve.
Yeah.
So is it just going to be you 3 guys, or is there going to be somebody else there?
So
Is
I
your
don't
buddy
believe
with
I've
the
seen
50
a
cal
confirmation.
coming?
buddy with 50 cal.
The Rofus rounds, that guy?
No, he's not.
Hmm.
So the guy with all the hipster machine guns, I
Right.
believe is coming.
Yeah.
No, the other guy who Jeff's not coming. John might be. I haven't seen confirmation from John. Scott is a yes with his kid.
Okay.
And it's you, me, Wordy, and
Mickey.
Mickey. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm actually looking forward to spending some quality time with my Barrett and the Lynx to get them sighted in.
Mickey's gonna love that. We're joking that the 30 millimeter cannon's going to be close to us too. So
Oh, I don't think so, right?
no, it'll be
Yeah.
down in the
Down,
district,
yeah.
and I'm sure.
Can't wait to
Sounds
shoot that thing though. Does anybody know how much it's going to cost?
So
Oh, what?
the rumor is $10 a round.
What?
That
Yeah,
is
on the
surprisingly cheap.
on the text conversation, but you know, like, yeah, that's Yeah, I don't know.
For a 30 millimeter.
I
10
also
bucks?
thought that last time I was going to be shooting with Animal Mother himself, but that never. He didn't even.
Oh,
show
he
up.
didn't show up. Alec Baldwin didn't show
I
up.
don't believe he. I don't
Or
believe
not Alec Baldwin.
And also, he wasn't shooting with us. He was just going to be there.
Okay, gotcha.
Animal Mother.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
From
the best movie ever made.
Yeah, how do you shoot women? You lead them a little less.
Yeah,
that's not Alec Baldwin.
No, his last name's Baldwin though. Adam Baldwin. He's not a Baldwin.
He's not an official Baldwin.
But his name is Adam Baldwin.
Yeah. He is a Baldwin.
Yeah. Supposed to be a hell of a guy, but he didn't show up. We got the new electric planes. Have you seen the electric planes?
No, I have not.
Do you have anything that you can...
Like those ones that they just hold in their hand is like throw them and they just take off?
Yeah, they last time they had electric planes that were quiet, but they had LED lights all over them instead of glow sticks and stuff. And
nice.
It was great success. They launched lots, and they were the
fun to try to shoot down.
The new plane people are great.
Oh, that's excellent. That'll be good because last time I was there, man, it was pretty weak.
Yes,
it was not the last time; it was the time before that. It was
yeah,
a week.
No, that was an exceptionally weak plane.
So my boss is bailed on me already, Mister. I'm going to come out to Vegas and then drive down to meet you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like, oh, I don't know. I'm like, whatever.
Yeah.
That's because when everybody goes to Vegas, you don't want to leave Vegas. You don't want to drive someplace else. You come there to stay there.
Well, he was going to come out with his friend, and now his friend bailed, and now he's like, oh, my friend bailed. And I'm like, oh, whatever.
It is an event that takes a significant amount of peer pressure to actually get to.
I love leaving Las Vegas. It's an excellent film.
Me and Infidel thought about it for 3 years before we actually fucking did it, and we actually knew people who were going to be there and stuff. And the first time we went, we're like, "Oh man, I fucking hate that I didn't show up with guns."
Well, that's the other thing too. Is he's like, well, I'm like, well, you got to figure out if you're going where you're staying, and he's like, well, I'll just get a hotel room. I'm like, good luck. I'm like, yeah, no, you won't.
Yeah, you might, but
I actually had a hotel room reserved for the first time I came out, and then you offered for me to stay with you guys, so I did that.
Yeah,
but I made that reservation like 7 months ahead of time.
In Kingman or?
Yeah, it was in Kingman.
Oh, that's a bit of a hike, but not too bad.
Yeah, it's not bad. That's like an hour and a half, right?
Yeah. That's like driving home, though, from my point of view.
Right. Some of us don't have to drive all the way across the country to get there. I get it.
Do you have an M16 that can be put on a tripod?
I have an M16.
Does it got a rail on the bottom?
It can.
I got one of them KNS adapters, and I got one of them MG3
tripods.
MG3 tripod, AA tripod.
Oh, like the one I brought up with the HK.
Yeah. Are you gonna bring? Okay. You should bring a rig for shooting planes.
All right. We'll figure something out.
Korean drums.
Because it's got that pin on it. I can get Dad to make up something for it.
KNS has a thing.
Yeah, I'm sure it's inexpensive, as all KNS things are.
I got one on my gun. I never use it.
We'll
just put it on your gun.
All right. I mean, my dad has a mill. He has a lot of free time, so.
Okay, but I already got the KNS.
So does Pest, right? Depends on which guy has more.
Well, I think they're about the same speed.
Yeah.
Oh man,
you like the price a little bit better. Free 99, right?
Price is the same.
You know what? You could bring my my replacement charging handle with you to Big Sandy. Huh?
All right.
Because you got the knurling tool and everything, so
I do.
I know. Can't wait to see it.
Fine. God. My latest fucking fantasy is making a CNC mill out of a small block Chevy engine.
Why?
Yeah, that sounds kind of cool.
You want a giant fucking piece of cast iron so that shit's all rigid, right? So you take the block with the heads on it and you put rails on the intake manifold or the intake ports, and then put the intake manifold on and slap a bed on top of that, and then put a fixed gantry over from the exhaust manifold.
Oh,
Fucking work good. I think it'd work. It'd be a lot more rigid than all these fucking 80-20
Chinesium
rail
stuff.
fucking
Yeah.
bullshit. Yeah.
Huh.
I'm this
Well-
close to buying the shit to do it.
why not just sand cast your own cast iron table?
Because
And then you don't
melting
have to-
iron is not trivial.
Oh,
You
come
have to
on.
have a.
You
I
need like
mean,
a leaf blower and a fucking thing, right?
Melting aluminum
No.
is relatively trivial, but melting iron is not trivial.
You don't have a
you
foundry out where you are?
just need a bigger forge, is all, right?
I have an imaginary foundry I could make, and I've wanted to because casting aluminum looks pretty sweet too. But no, no. But
You should you can find a local foundry. I don't know.
so many junk small block Chevy engines all over the place, though. Literally fucking trip over them at some places.
Yeah, they're freaking boat anchors.
Yeah, right. Literally, sometimes I guess.
Yeah.
Out on the bayou, there's chuck the chuck. Yeah. Anyway, dual carburetor cast iron manifold would be the best because you get the double
Wider
flaps
base, yeah.
for the yeah.
Or triple deuces.
Yeah, so
Oh
six pack.
yeah. The more bolt holes and horizontal space that's planed equal there with the flat the better. But
Mm.
yes, that's the kind of crap I think about.
So my dad taught shop class. That was like his first job, was teaching shop class in California.
Holy shit!
And one of the projects he worked on for himself while he was out there was he made his own table saw, which I always thought was
Nice.
pretty cool. Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
It wasn't cast iron, it was cast aluminum, but he actually did his own sand casted mold, melted the aluminum, poured it,
Hell yeah!
machined it, everything. It's pretty
That
sweet.
that would have been a shitload of aluminum, I would think.
Yeah, probably quite a bit.
Ripped
I mean, it's
bottom.
pretty big.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a good project.
Yeah, he's a very industrious guy.
I guess the apple fell.
I don't know what happened to it. It's somehow just
Yeah, it says the guy who started his own company and then sold it. Drives McLaren around like it's nothing. And
Not now. It's pothole season. I can't.
all
can't take
right.
it.
Yeah, my bad.
Pothole season.
Isn't that pretty much any day that ends in Y since you're in Pennsylvania?
Yeah,
Frost heaves, bro. It's a real thing.
frost heaves are a real thing. Yeah.
It's the Midwest. We get snow. It sucks.
Well, the added bonus lately, the past couple of years, has been the fracking that's going on. So you got the water trucks that are loaded around, beating the ever living piss out of the roads, and then you get the freezing on top of it. So it's
I didn't
quite-
know there was fracking in Pennsylvania.
Yeah, Marcellus Shale. You kidding me?
Yeah, there's a shit ton of fracking.
Fracking is all over the place. What state was the first place where oil came up out of a?
Titusville.
Oil
Penn-
City, Pennsylvania. Yeah,
I
Titusville.
thought so. I thought it was Pennsylvania.
Back when they used to dump the gasoline down the gutters as a waste.
Well, I mean,
I think it was the Jed Kalipa thing, right? He was shooting some food and up from the ground come a bubbling crude. So
the La Brea tar pits and whatnot. There's pump jacks all over California.
Yep.
Oh,
That was the easy oil.
yeah,
yeah. Now the
Usually
easy
laying
now,
there waiting for you to pick it up.
now the easy oil is in the Middle East, so we take theirs and not use ours.
Yeah, I don't understand that.
But
Why we export a ton of energy while we still import stuff?
If you and the government are butthurt about the Middle East, you should fucking try your hardest to make them irrelevant as fast as possible, which is get us on solar, some other fucking alternative energy that doesn't require dead dinosaurs.
Nuclear is the way to go.
All of a sudden, the Middle East is a place that, you know, anybody trading in that region probably has to go through because they got that one river there. But aside from that, why the fuck would anybody go there?
No.
Boom, irrelevant, no problem.
We had a discussion about this in Discord the other day, and somebody said the U.S. should have nuked Saudi Arabia instead of Japan. That way we wouldn't have to deal with them, and we wouldn't have ever had anime.
Two birds, one stone.
Yeah.
How did nuclear weapons create anime? I don't understand.
I mean, the only country on the planet to be nuked twice is Japan, and they fucking invented it. So, I mean, there's a correlation there somewhere. It's a joke.
It's like Spider-Man with his.
What would we have gotten in
from the radioactive spider? You know?
Yeah.
Right.
So, what would you have to call them then? Like falafel crispy treats? Is that what you'd have to?
I don't know. I'd have to think on that one a little bit and try not to be too racially insensitive. Rice Krispie treats just works so well, though.
I know it does. It does.
God,
that's horrible, but funny.
Well, should we wrap shit up?
I do have to pee.
Let's wrap it up. Let's put a bow on it.
Okay, we can stop our broadcast and let the unwashed masses in.
Wrap this rascal.
And sign off for one more week. One more week of Omni picking hose over bros.
We did it.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, there's been more messages.
He's
laying low better, like I told him to.
Yeah. He's probably watching, right? No.
We had 11 before, so now we have 12. So yeah, he's watching. oh, yeah. Now we have 11 again.
Fuck those guys.
They found me. I don't know how they did it, but they found me.
It's not hard. We just look for the Jeep.
Oh, now there's only 10.
That's the guy said we're signing off, so everybody's going to fucking quit now before we do. They're not going to say anything good. They always say stupid shit, so yeah. It's amazing we had 10 people to listen to this crap. What's amazing is more like the viewership recently. We've been getting like 400 views on some of these videos.
Well, we're controversial, so, you know, that's going to be a thing.
Yeah.
If we get Markiplier to plug us, we'll skyrocket.
But then we have to have like cats with our faces on them and mouths and stuff and going meow, meow, meow. No.
Hurry up, meow.
Yeah.
Fake
all
jumps
right.
Stuff would be awesome.
Night all.
Good night.
Good night.
Night.
Sean boy.
Bye.